How does the Ruy Lopez create a positional squeeze? Imagine trying to slowly tighten a rubber band around your opponent's position without them even noticing. That's what the Ruy Lopez does in a game of chess. It's a way of controlling the board that builds up pressure over time. When white opens with the move 1e and black responds with 1e5, white develops the knight to 2, nf3, and then brings the bishop to 3, bb5. This bishop targets black's knight on c6, which defends the important pawn on e5. By doing this, white is indirectly putting pressure on black's center. White's main goal is to fight for control of the key central squares, especially d4 and e5. White often prepares to push d4, which can challenge black's pawn structure and gain more space. This space advantage is important because it makes it harder for black to move their pieces freely. White's pieces are often developed quickly and flexibly, with knights maneuvering to squares like d2 and g3, supporting the center and kingside. White also castles early, which helps connect the rooks and keeps the king safe while maintaining pressure. Black tries to defend and counterattack, but moves like a6 or d6 can make black's position cramped. When black pushes a6, they might be trying to kick the bishop on b5 away, but this can also weaken black's queenside. The move d6 supports the pawn on e5 but can also block black's light-squared bishop, limiting their options. As the game progresses, black's pieces often become passive, and their pawn breaks are harder to execute. That's because white's control of the center and space restrict black's mobility. This gradual buildup is what makes the Ruy Lopez a classic example of a positional squeeze. White isn't rushing to grab material but is carefully improving their position, controlling key squares, and limiting black's counterplay. Over several moves, white's pressure increases, and black's position becomes more and more difficult to defend. This slow, steady approach is why the Ruy Lopez is sometimes called the Spanish torture. It's about wearing down the opponent with patience and precise placement. So, in essence, the Ruy Lopez creates a positional squeeze by controlling the center, pressuring pawn structures, gaining space, and maneuvering pieces to restrict black's options, all while preparing for a long-term strategic advantage.